I have a real treat for you today. This could well be the pistol that knocks the Glock 17 Gen 4 off my top spot for favourite pistol. It's the Umrex Glock 17 Gen 5 in .43 calibre. Oh yes. Now I'm going to interrupt this programme to just let you know that, COVID willing, I will be joined by the whole team and we will be going to the British Shooting Show at the NEC on Saturday the 19th of February. Hopefully we'll get the chance to meet some of you there. Hello and welcome to AAR on Air, and I have a real treat for you today, a pistol that takes air pistols to the top of the heap for quality. This is not only probably the best quality build I've found for a replica gun, but it's about as close to the real thing as you could get. Now, in about the next 30 seconds, I know the keyboard warriors are going to kick into high gear, and I'm going to give them two reasons for doing it. Firstly, this is not cheap. It retails out at around £385 UK. And secondly, it is quite subtly and discreetly labelled up as part of the T4E series by Umrex, which stands for Training for Engagement. To the first point, I would state two things. One, you don't get this level of quality at budget prices. And two, I only review them. I don't price them. And even though it may be out of some people's price bracket, it's nice to know what there is out there. People watch Grand Tour all the time to see £1 million plus cars they can't necessarily afford. But it is interesting nonetheless. This channel covers off budget and high price guns spread out throughout the year. So subscribe and keep watching for the budget guns to come. Oh, and the second point, the training for engagement and home defence thing. This comes in an all black quality hard case that doesn't have home defence or training for engagement T4E emblazoned all over it. So hopefully that will keep the snowflakes happy. Keyboard warriors and trolls can now do, well, what they like really, whilst the rest of us prepare to drool. This is ultra high quality and becomes immediately apparent the moment you open that case and hold this superb replica. It's bizarre really and difficult to get over in a visual only platform such as this programme. But it's like having a Glock 17 Gen 4 like this one. And it feels like you've got Egyptian cotton sheets on a pocket sprung mattress. Then you get this Gen 5 T4E and suddenly you're experiencing silk sheets on a feather bed with Kate Beckinsale. And she's brought her sister. I think I'll just go and have a lie down for a minute. Analogies and joking aside, you do need to feel this to understand exactly what I mean. Let's do the walk around, shall we? Dimensions. This is around 200mm or just under 8 inches long and weighs in at 708 grams or £1 9 ounces unloaded. It is metal top slide and a really high quality ballistic polymer bottom that is so tactile it leaves you just not wanting to put this down. The sights are all fixed and open with white dots and markers, but there is the usual rail on the bottom at the front for alternative sighting aid. The lettering on the side of the slide is embossed and subtle and nothing crass about it. It has the curved front of the Gen 5 rather than the more slab-fronted Gen 4. There is, on this, no safety under the front like there is on the Gen 4. It is really as per the original firearm, it simply has the in-trigger safety. Not necessarily a favourite of mine, but faithful to the original. This is a blowback, and as such the action of the slide has a definite and defined action. There is nothing runt of the litter about this one. You know when you've cocked it. And above all, there is absolutely, completely and utterly, unquestionably no rattle at all. The Gen 4 is a really well built gun, but you still get a little bit of rattle on it. Nothing on this as hard as you may try. That grip is a delight to hold, and the finger positioning, like all Glocks, is just about perfect for me. The magazine release is in the usual place on the left hand side and looks just like the Gen 4, but that's where the similarity ends. Depressing the Gen 4, the magazine is released with minimal drama and relies on gravity to exit the grip. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, and I would compare it to, say, a Kia. Simple, reliable, and does the job all day long. The T4E Gen 5, on the other hand, has the finish of a Porsche 911. It has been made with more than just the job in mind. It has the feel of a committed, detail-crazed German with OCD behind the build. It has a sure defined clunk. On depressing the release, the magazine is then spring-loaded. Returning the magazine has a feel of resistance to it, knowing that when you're locked in place, there is no doubt about it being locked securely. Again, the run to the litter need not apply. Okay, with the magazine out, let's load up, shall we, first? The first thing is you're dealing with .43 caliber ammunition, which means no struggling with small 177 or 4.5mm BBs that usually just simply roll all over the place. These babies are so much easier to handle. They're so much bigger. First thing you need to do then is pull down on that orange spring tensioner, lock into place, and then load your 8 rounds of preferred ammunition in through the top. Once you've got all 8 in, carefully release the spring back. The next thing is to load up the gas. Turn the bottom of the magazine clockwise, slot in a 12 gram CO2, adjust the fine screw on the bottom to just kiss the CO2, then turn the bottom anti-clockwise to pierce the CO2. Return all this to the grip with that reassuring clunk, and you're live and ready to go. So, first thing, let's get this over the chrono and see what the power output is, shall we? It was a cold January day, and over the chrono, loaded up with 0.75 gram rubber ammo, which is equivalent to 11.57 grains, it saw 352 feet per second, which is 3.2 foot-pounds or 4.32 joules, which is a reasonable output, to be fair, and is likely to be a little higher on warmer days. Now, this is classed as a paintball gun, and I have reviewed the HDP 50, which is more focused on the home defence range than this, with its quick charge CO2 system, but it doesn't have the feel of this or the out and out replica style, and of course it doesn't have the full blowback action or that dropout magazine system. But what's it like out in the field? Let's go out there and give it a go. What can I say about this Gen 5 out in the field that I haven't already said in the studio? It is a beautifully made piece of kit. It really is. It's one of the nicest Glocks that I've ever held, felt, used. It's not a target gun. We never profess any of these things to be a target gun. What they are, they're a practice gun. They're a get yourself some trigger time gun. You're using 43 cal rubber balls in this case, but again, you've got a multitude of ammunition that you can put in. You get 8 in the magazines. It's easy. It feels absolutely gorgeous to use. It's just as close as you're going to get, really. Let's have a go, shall we? Just again, usual targets, out at 10. It's there as a training gun. It's putting some dents in those things. They're stainless steel plates. And it is putting some dents in. They're just rubber balls. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end. But put some other ammo in, let's see stuff explode. Amazing. Other ammo? Chalk balls. Got to be worth a go, hasn't it? Ooh. Whoa! Damn, I missed. Sorry, getting carried away. They're really good. I like those. I like those just as much, if not more, than the paint. Nice piece of kit. I know it's expensive. It's beautiful. Really is nicely made. These really are great fun. The paintball option gives you that sense of making your mark, and they hit with a real crack. Get together with the missus or your friends and have some fun with this. Of course, this isn't a target gun. This is a replica that you can have without a license, and you can still actually shoot. It can be used to practice with and give you that all-important trigger time to get you more familiar with firearms, giving you all the feel of the real deal. Only a heck of a lot cheaper on ammunition. So please, all you 2A guys out there, don't dismiss this as a toy. It's not. It could well save you a lot of money in ammunition. It comes with a superb hard case and even has a pull-through type cleaner supplied should you be using paintballs and be unlucky enough to have one split in the barrel. You have the option to use most any of the .43 cal ammunition you want, subject to your local restrictions, of course, if indeed there are any. This really is a lovely piece of kit, and it's top drawer in terms of quality. You can probably expect up to 25 to 30 shots per 12 gram CO2. I fully realise this is not for everyone and isn't in everyone's price bracket, but for the lucky few it will be a delight to own. And for the rest, well, to my mind, the world is a better place when something can be made to this standard and high quality finish, even if it is by an OCD Germanic individual. You know, some of us will have those lovely Egyptian cotton sheets and maybe aspire to be one of those limited few who maybe get the silk sheets and Kate. This week's gun has been an absolute pleasure to use and handle, and I feel like I've found the next level maybe. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review too. If you have, please give us the old thumbs up, subscribe, share, hit the old alarm bell. Don't forget to join in with all the forums, chats, etc. that are going. Of course, there is the AAR website that's also available. And without a doubt on this one, a big thank you to the guys at Vector Air, as always, for their help and continued support. Finally, of course, a huge thank you to you guys for watching. Please stay safe and shoot safe, and hopefully I'll see you next week when normal service will be resumed. Bye for now.